What did the Fray say when they were playing Riichi Mahjong? Where did I go wrong? I called the pawn on the Dora for a Hanemon, but then the dealer made a Riichi called and sumoed, ending my whole life. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. I just want to say this. If I know one thing about statistics, it's the following. We had a bad game last video, and thus we are statistically and mathematically guaranteed to get a good game this time, right? I flipped a coin and it came up tails 2 times. That must mean that the next one is heads. Copium, copium. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. Hope you're doing well. Hey, thanks for all the birthday wishes, and I'm not even memeing you. I'm not even recording all of these in advance and then just assuming that I'll get birthday wishes. I'm not that self-absorbed. Genuinely, thank you for all the birthday wishes. I genuinely appreciate it. I had a pretty good day. Hope you did too. All right, let's focus up, okay? Last time, this is, I don't know. Maybe this is the last thing you see before you die. 3 of the default character, I don't know. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, I think we got a little too hasty, and I did want to call pawn there, dude. I definitely wanted to call pawn there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shapes in our hand. They're not terrible. Arguably, I could have discarded the 7 of circles, but I don't really know. I'm looking at this hand, and am I a fool with my pants on the ground right now? Hang on. I don't want to be looking like a fool with my pants on the ground. This is a weird situation where I'm almost like we have the chance to go for 7 pairs, and I don't know. Like, would I be happy if we drew something around the 7 of circles? I'm honestly not sure. I was a little bit worried earlier because it looked like, you know, our hand was going to end up on a I don't think that we actually want this. I thought that our hand was going to get into Tenpai for a double pair weight, either waiting on the North Wind or the 9 of characters, which, don't get me wrong, a zuzzy weight indeed, but one of the North Winds is already gone, and I don't want to bet the entire family farm that we're going to get the 4th one, you know? It's zuzzy. I think other people might discard it, but I'm not positive. Okay. We drew into the 2, right? So again, we can still go for 7 pairs if you know, the fates reward us with a lot of duplicates. Would love to cheat that, but then our hand wouldn't be valid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these are the shapes that we have in our hand. We could still, he's gonna say it, we could still tunnel vision and go for that half flush in the character suit, right? How am I doing today? Dude, I have a problem, and I don't know if I'm having night terrors or if it's like a real problem. There is a squirrel outside my bedroom. I think it is a squirrel, and hopefully it is not something like a possum, okay? Hang in there with me, okay? I know because you're not gonna believe what I have to say next, but I kind of need you to. Okay? It is so loud. I don't know if it's hitting like a metal, like the drain pipe. I have no idea. But lately in the mornings, I've been woken up by the pitter patter of, I think, a squirrel's paws, feet, hands. I don't know what a squirrel necessarily has because I'm an English major, not a marine biologist, okay? Hang on. We could still go for that big T, that big Tenpai. I don't think that we do, though. I think we're just supposed to try to play it safe. Yeah, this hand was so far away from getting there. I don't want to do that. Left Lord chases a Riichi. Almost had a mixed triple sequence there with that 4, 5, 6, but didn't quite get it. Although, chasing with a good double-sided weight, I can definitely appreciate that. That's good Billy Bean baseball. That's good solid fundamental Mahjong right there. All right, this hand looks kind of doo-doo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna mince my words. I'm not gonna BS you like I'm a politician saying this country's got a lot of, it's only good things, you know? Sometimes you gotta address the bad things in life, like what the F are we gonna do with this hand? What would be good here? I don't know, drawing another East Wind, drawing another white dragon, another red dragon. That wouldn't be too bad. I don't know. I keep getting woken up by this squirrel, and it is genuinely, I don't want to say ruining my life, but it is preventing my ability to get a good night's sleep. I don't know. I guess I should look it up and see if squirrels are super active late at night, just to try to whittle down. I don't know. I could be hallucinating all this. You know what I mean? It's not impossible. I could just be hallucinating all this because you know how like, you know, when you wake up in the morning, you don't, one, you might be feeling like P. Diddy, but two, you might not know what's going on necessarily. And oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. This is our 5th shape. We could get into a Riichi Pinfu situation here. It's not impossible. Suddenly, you know, from the detritus that was our opening hand, we've got some shapes, MFer. We've got some shapes indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I mean, this is fine. I should arguably be discarding the 6 because we have 5 shapes in our hand. We got a good Riichi Pinfu thang going on. And then, you know, getting rid of a more dangerous tile is more advantageous to us in the meantime. Again, I wish I could open up my hand to chi up some of these yummy, delicious tiles, but I simply cannot. We don't have a valid Yaku, like, you know, all simples or mixed triple sequence or anything. But yeah, I think I got squirrel problems. There's no other way to describe it. Someone should make a song that's like, instead of more money, more problems, more nuts, more problems. Because I think these squirrels, I don't know, I think there's like a nut repository outside my bedroom window or right above the bedroom window. I promise you that I think it's real. Have I been having any weird dreams lately? Okay, dude, you gotta back me up on this one. And I think we're not at a perfect one away, but this is a pretty decent hand, right? We can get into Tenpai off a 3 or a 6 or a, I mean, that's something, I suppose, but I don't think that we actually want this. You know what? I think we're supposed to, oh my God, I almost missed this, but we could get all simples here. Holy moly, Yusong. Get your head in the game, a little High School Musical. Have I had any weird dreams lately? I'm not saying this to garner pity, okay? You can look through my Mahjong game history if you wanna pity me, okay? I don't need that in my life. But this is absolutely true. As a Crosslord pawns the door, we are in a very dangerous, fragile situation. We could also call Riichi. It's not a terrible Riichi, but I'm scared at what's going on, so I don't think that we call the Riichi. I don't think that we slam the like and subscribe button. I think that something about this table state is too spicy. They've got a mangan cooking up over there. So what are we waiting on? We're waiting on a 3 or a 6. This is a spicy meatball. Oh, that is a spicy meatball. Oh, this is a spicy meatball. Oh, it is half suji. Oh, I can't. The 4 of circles in this economy? Oh, Yusong, it's my first time playing Riichi Mahjong, but I think you should have gone for it. I cannot. I have a 1,000 point hand here, okay? 1,000 points. I'm about to deal into 8,000 points? I don't think so, my friendo. I don't think so. Discarding a 2 of circles, it's relatively safe, recently discarded. I mean, there's a 5 of circles, right, Lord? Playing with no fear. Maybe a Crosslord doesn't even have anything, but I don't want to, again, I don't feel comfortable betting the family farm on this. You know how hard it is for someone to get a farm with property prices these days? Okay. I'm not gonna go to Khan Academy. I'm not gonna even try to get into Tenpai. I'm discarding the 4 of characters because it was the most recently discarded tile. Again, the tiles that have been more recently discarded are more safe than the tiles that have been since it's been the first tile discarded, for example. I'm not explaining myself clearly at all, but that's just because I'm trying not to die here. Watch this, okay? Literally, Mojo clips, watch this. 4 of circles. It was none of them. It was none of them, but I think I was right to fold there. It's an 1,000 point hand. It's an 1,000 point hand. It's not my type of Mahjong, okay? It's not the type of Mahjong that I want to be playing. It's not the type of Mahjong I want to be winning with. 1. Ah! I don't want to look at you. I don't want to look at you right now. And It is because I am ashamed. 1, 2, 3. I was counting my shapes, but look at this. We've accidentally, I mean, I would have loved to have the, oh, I should have kept the white dragon. Oh! I mean, I'm not gonna call Riichi for this, right? But it's like, am I gonna fold? Riichi, 7 pairs, Dora, red 5. This is a guaranteed Mangon with Riichi, right? Because we get an extra. I was counting the pairs, dude. I was counting the pairs. I mean, I was counting the shapes. Come on, don't tase me, bro. Riichi, 7 pairs, Dora, red. This is a Hanemon potentially. If you know what, if I didn't call Riichi, it would have been 7 pairs, 2 Dora, red 5. It would have been a Mangon. So maybe we shouldn't have called the Riichi and just let other people maybe get a little overconfident and discard the Dora. Okay. Not like this though. Not immediately. Not the Riichi Ipatsu, please. Okay. But they don't know the danger that they're in, because if they draw and discard the Dora, I'm about to slurp up their entire lunch. Maybe their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Anyway, what was I saying before? Okay, yeah, I'm not saying this to garner empathy or sympathy or pity, but genuinely, I only have nightmares. I have like I would say at least a 90 to 10, like a 9 to 10, excuse me, a 9 to 1 ratio. I'll simplify. I'm not gonna go 90-10 when I can go 9-1 of nightmares to non-nightmares. I know that's not exactly 100% all nightmares. It's not like I'm cooking up the, you know, it's the dream equivalent of a Lucky Charms factory. It's not oops all nightmares. That would be lying to the consumer. That would just be factually inaccurate. But I just have nightmares, and so I wake up most days like you know what I mean? Just kind of frazzled. You don't necessarily want. I don't know. You know what I think it is? I think it's because I watch YouTube videos as I go to sleep. And if you're watching me as you go to sleep right now, I understand this might be a weird meta moment. And so, you know what? I'm just going to apologize for that fourth wall break right there. So hopefully you can get some rest. I'm not saying it's a bad thing necessarily, but you know, you read those things online about like good sleep hygiene, and it's like, turn off all technology, don't look at screens, do something like read a book. Hey, maybe if you drink alcohol, maybe have like a glass of red wine or something. I don't know if that necessarily would help me or not, right? Oh my God. Okay, so this isn't as bad as it looks. So they could have won off of a 2 of bamboo or a 3 of bamboo. And luckily for us, it's a small hand. I should have probably stayed in Damaten, but even so, like, would that have been good? And I genuinely mean that, because no one discarded the Dora. They would have called Riichi anyways, I think, or I don't know. Maybe their Riichi was predicated on my Riichi. I was going for the Hanemon. I was going for the big monies, but I think because we had a Mangon, like a silent Mangon, I think, you know, I think it would have been, excuse me, I think it would have been fine to stay in Damaten. Okay, maybe that's lesson learned. And then you know what? We could have danced around their Riichi, discarding some of our honor tiles and safe tiles to try to play around them. But if it had come down to it, like, you know, the 3 of bamboo was also Suji to their 6 discard. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about that situation. I would appreciate your thoughts. Maybe this is also, I think it, you know, if you want to cite your sources and say like, hey, Yusong, in Riichi book 1, the all-knowing oracle Dana Chiba, the author of, you know, leading authority of Western Riichi Mahjong, might just say, if you have a Mangon, don't even sweat it, my friend. What is this hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more, but I also like need a pair is the problem. I mean, okay, so I don't want to keep this 2 in my hand, but you know it and I know it, right? If we draw another 2, then that's technically our pair figured out, and we're careening down the path for a nice old school Riichi Pinfu, right? So that doesn't look that bad. And if it makes you happy, then why the heck are you so sad? Sorry for the inflammatory language. So this is not that bad for us, right? If we draw into a 6 of circles, for example, Kanye West samples, here's one for example. If we draw into a 6 of circles, we can wait for the 5 or the 8 as our pair. That's not that bad. Okay, a little bit of an awkward situation here. I'm not gonna lie to you, this situation's a little bit adorkable. What are we hoping for here? I'm not sure we actually want this pure double sequence, which I know we should. That's the problem. Like, maybe Ah, I'm not sure what we're supposed to. I'm not sure what we're supposed to want here. You know what I mean? It's like being 18 and being asked to decide on a college major. I don't even know myself. I've never even voted in an election before. You want me to pick my life path? This guarantees Riichi Pinfu, right? It's the 2 is gonna be our pair. Okay, I love this. So the 2 is gonna be our pair. We're almost at all symbols as well. We can just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. We can also get there if we draw another 6 of characters, right? We can add another Han into our hand. All right, this is it. Listen up, y'all, because this is it. The beat that I'm making is delicious. This is a perfect 1 away. It is written in Riichi Book 1. So what is a perfect 1 away? It is when you're 1 away from Tenpai and you have a pair, a double-sided weight, and an Omega chunk. Now, unfortunately for us, things are looking pretty bad here because I don't know how we're gonna get into Tenpai with Left Lord calling a Riichi here. Like, we have to tear up a lot of our hand in order to play safe. I mean, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 might be a possibility. The 3s have shown themselves to be safe, but there's only 1 left in the entire game. I mean, all the 3s are almost gone. So if we assume that all of them are gone, no one has a 3-4, we might be able to get away with discarding this too. But, you know, I think, you know what got us here? Defense. Having a giant, being a brick house. You know what I mean? Just having an absolutely huge dumpy and not letting anyone. I'm boxing out. I'm getting my own rebounds. Weird sports metaphor / analogy. I don't know here. I don't know. I think I'm gonna cleanly fold because we have 16 tiles, probably have like 4 or more draws. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to get into Tenpai. I think our tiles are just too risky. I mean, I'm a fool. I'm a beautiful fool. Daisy Buchanan in The Great Gatsby. I'm like, maybe we can get into Tenpai. I immediately regret my decision because no matter what, I'm not gonna drop this Eastwind like it's a drug at Coachella unless someone else shows it to be safe. So you know what? We're gonna fold Omega cleanly here with the 7 of circles here. I wanted to just at least participate, you know what I mean? I wanted to at least pretend like I was playing Riichi Mahjong, and look at that, the kiss of death. We drew into the Dora. It's technically safe for Left Lord, but I don't want to be discarding the Dora this late into the game, you know? I can't tell if a Cross Lord is huge folding or not. It looks like Right Lord is huge folding with the circle tiles that they discarded. I'm not sure. All right, what were they waiting for? They were waiting on a 5 of characters or a red dragon. Zuzzy waits. Zuzzy waits. I could definitely see a world where I discarded a red dragon and got a little hasty. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're not gonna go for. We're in East 1. This is the Groundhog's Day of Riichi Mahjong. I'm getting milked right now. Phrasing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, dude, I don't think that we want this 2. This 2 is really redundant here. I know this 1, 2 shape isn't great, and if we drew into a 2, 3, 4, 5, we'd be like kind of happy. I don't want that. I don't want half of it. I want all of it. Don Draper voice. I would be happier if we drew into a green dragon or a red dragon. So that's kind of the S that I was smoking right there. All right, I'm gonna keep the 5 just in case we draw a 4 or something. I don't know if that flies in the face of the 2 we discarded from earlier, but I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I have literally no idea what I'm doing. Psh, folks, this is your captain speaking. Thank you for trusting me with your lives today on this flight to Denver, Colorado. I just wanted to give you a heads up and say I have no idea what I'm doing. Hope everyone is flying comfy and cozy in this flight. I have no idea, dude. This is one of those times where I think you gotta let the tiles guide you. You can't really, if you try to, you know, you can't change the course of a river. You gotta let the river flow through you, you know? That's ironically a song that I don't know how to play on piano, and I think that that's okay. Like, I'm not gonna, I don't think there's wrong with liking what's popular, okay? But I am a bummer and a huge contrarian, and so I tend to not like what is popular. Don't, come on. Why are we levying so much scrutiny? Why did I discard the only pair that I had in my entire hand instead of discarding this 1 and this 2? I don't know. I'm kind of lost in the sauce right now. That's a risky tile. I don't want to keep it for later. The East Wind luckily is shown to be a safe tile, or at least maybe someone just declined to pawn the first one. Oh yeah, but I was talking about like sleep hygiene and stuff. Like, you read about all that stuff and you wistfully think to yourself, man, it'd be great if I could put down the screen. But it's like, maybe this is just the mark of being addicted to something, because the simple truth is, like, I've tried, and the amount of discomfort you experience when like falling asleep without technology is just like too immense, you know? I don't know, it's kind of sad, right? Because it's like, ultimately you might not want to listen to your thoughts. The thoughts at night could be saying something insidious to you, like, Yusong, you missed Sanshoku in all of your games of Riichi Mahjong that you played today. What the F happened? What the F happened? You know, and you might want to just avoid that. Okay, we're hoping to draw into a 1 of circles or a 2 of circles, then we can call Riichi or something. I mean, we could also draw into a 3 of circles, discard the 4 or the 5, and just stay in the worst tempai of all time. We could do that. Anyone down to do that? Right Lord calls the Riichi. So, can I get away with discarding a 1? I'm not sure. On one hand, we see 3 of the 2 of circles. It's a calculated risk, right? The likelihood that they have the last one is pretty low. Because, you know, I don't know, someone could have like a 2, 3, 4. I mean, it doesn't seem that likely, right? There's a lot of 4s that have been discarded. They discard a Suji tile to that 6. I mean, this is half Suji. They can't have a 5, 6. But they still could have a 2, 3. What is this hand worth? Absolutely nothing. I'm gonna fold here. I know this looks painful, but keep in mind, what are we going for here, right? What are we actually going for here? Maybe an 1,000-point hand, maybe just a chance to stay in tempai. I don't think that we risk it. I understand that this isn't the most flashy version of Mahjong, but guess what? I don't want to keep losing. I genuinely don't want to keep losing it. And I think this is a good way of not losing. So what can we discard as our last safe tile? At least we know that the 7 of circles is safe for Right Lord. We maybe should have kept that Southwind or something. Yeah, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit here. Okay, they're the ones in tempai. The greatest read of all time. I mean, the 1 would have been safe, but the 4 is not safe. The 4 is not safe. And you know what? I'm happy that I stayed back. I'm happy that instead of hitting a full swing in baseball, that I checked my swing. Have I been watching Northern Lion play Super Mega Baseball? And that's the only reason why I know all these sports terms? You betcha. I will say this, though. As despondent as the situation sounds with the whole falling asleep thing, like, the times where I have forced myself, the times where I've really tried to struggle, I usually can't make it through the entire night. Like, I'll just like stay awake in bed and try not to listen to anything for a while. I think I can last like 10 minutes. It's a very familiar sentence if you're one of my if you're my significant other. I can only last like 10 minutes or so, but in those 10 minutes, it's a really restful 10 minutes. You know, it's not terrible. It's genuinely not terrible. I mean, it feels like your feet are being held to the coals, but I think ultimately you get what your body absolutely needs, which guess what? Is just rest. It's really hard to rest when there's so much like technology nearby, you know? It makes it really tough. And of course, like, I think about this too, like, Yusong, like, you're making videos. I don't know, you know, I suffer no delusions when it comes to this. I've joked I could have pawned there. Oh my god, I could have pawned there. I mean, I could still cheat into a 7 of bamboo, so it's not terrible, but I think I could have and should have pawned there. I think I cheat here. I think I cheat and I discard my more dangerous tile. Now, what is the nut draw right now? The nut draw is a 5 of circles. Then we have a 3 tile wait for an all simples tenpai, and we get to stay as the dealer. You know, we're sitting in the dealer seat. What don't we want to see? We don't want to see the 4 of characters. And also, holy moly. Yeah, this hand is nuts right now. Because there's 2 leftover Riichi sticks, and because we were stuck in prison, there's 5 repeat counters. And so 5 times 300 is 1,500. 1,500 plus 2,000 is 3,500. This one-on hand looks bad, but 1,000 points suddenly turns into a lot of points when you look at what's up for grabs right now, and we make it into the promised land for the first time this game. Oh! Ooh, a little red 5, making this a 2-on hand. So it's actually like watch this become 1,000,000 points. 2,900? I don't think so. How about 6,400? Oops, did I do that? A repeat counter is at 6 right now. Things are getting spicy. Sorry if you were trying to fall asleep. I understand that is probably a rough way to be woken out of it. I apologize. I sincerely apologize for that one. Okay, what are our shapes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that we throw the 8 probably and use the 9 as our pair. We're hoping to see. I mean, there's a 7, 8, 9 mixed triple sequence somewhere in this hand, right? And yet, I'm not going to go for it. I'm not going to go for it. We're 1 tile away from 10 by here. 30 seconds until Mars. Could call an early Riichi here. And now the 9 of circles is actually dead, so we have to use it as our pair. So be it. So be it. It's hard. It's hard taking a break from technology. I understand why people go on retreats and stuff, you know, like those purposeful kind of retreats where you put away your phones and stuff. I understand that. It's really, really hard. You know, I don't know if I've talked about this, but maybe this is like 4 years ago. For some reason, I couldn't go back home for Thanksgiving. Or it was some kind of holiday. Maybe it wasn't Thanksgiving, but it might have been Thanksgiving. It could have also just been like Memorial Day, because now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I didn't have anything to do. Okay, 5, 7, 9, really nice shape here, right? But what I did was I challenged myself, and I think I was less addicted to technology then than I am now. We actually don't want a pair of the 7s, because we're never going to end up on a 2-pair weight. We actually don't want the 7 here. I challenged myself to spend a day without technology, and I swear to you, that day felt like 3 days. It felt so long. It felt like I had infinity time, and guess what? Like, I know I'm just singing its praises right now, but, you know, you have to find a way to fill that time. So you might just, like, go to the store and, like, I don't know, just do some mindful S, you know? It's not easy. I think I set the world's easiest Suji trap here, right? 1 Riichi stick, again, 6 repeat counter. This is 1,800 free points. Okay, a crosslord chases my Riichi. That's absolutely not what we wanted to see, and we're dealing in the dangerous tiles. Not like this, dude. Okay, a pass, because, you know, better gamer cheer wins or whatever. Please, someone go Suji gaming on me, please. Pour some sugar on me. Wow! Unbelievable. So they were me, but stronger. They were waiting on the 5 or the 8 of characters. If someone had dealt an 8 of characters instead, they would have they would have dealt into a double Ron there. Wow. Okay. This hand actually doesn't look that bad. Dude, this video, we are 30 minutes in, and oh my god, I might be late to stream today. I'm not. There's a lot of time, but 30 minutes in, and we are in East 3. What year is it? You know? Oh boy. Technology is hard. And I realized I didn't finish this thought earlier, but it was like, Yusong, you're making YouTube videos. It's like an alcoholic making alcohol. Like, shouldn't you be the most sympathetic out of anyone? I don't know. I don't know if morally I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, is this normal YouTube commentary? You know, surely PewDiePie suffers an existential crisis in the middle of every video, right? I'm not wrong there. It's hard to know if you're doing the right thing. But at least, I don't know. I prefer to be real on these commentaries than to just be fake and to just pretend, you know? I think you know, we're in a weird space emotionally and conversationally right now. I'll just say this. I don't think that we actually want all of these pairs in our hand. We'll actually be really happy to discard this 9 and possibly this. Okay, we're donezo, but we're donezo. We're donezo Washington, okay? What do we do here? I have no idea. Maybe we discard these 1s because we know them to be safe. The 9 of circles is a little bit Suji gaming to right lord. And we could still get into Tenpai with this hand. It's not impossible. Okay. This is, I mean, it's just okay. It's just okay. We want to see an 8 of characters, but the 8 of characters is the Dora. We're gonna have a hard time maybe getting that in our hand. Red Dragon, they would have the zuzziest weight of all time if they were waiting on the Red Dragon. I'll take my chances. I think true power, and I think true power is being able to be totally honest and to not be beholden to anything else. You know what I mean? I don't know if anyone else agrees with me. I don't know if there's any like PhDs in the chat that have thought about what that means. You know, hey, if there's anyone watching this under the age of 18, I'll also say this, okay? First of all, get some better role models. I'm just kidding. You know, I don't even drink alcohol, but I do. I don't know. Maybe you've seen some of the destructive tendencies that I tend to exhibit through self-deprecation or something. First of all, get some new role models. Second of all, hey, consider a comparative literature major. And I know I'm sounding like I'm about to ruin your entire life, but I won't say that for anyone else. I'll just say that I wish that I had considered this, right? Because an English major, you just read books and you like write a little and maybe you do a little creative writing here and there. It's a cute, fun, flirty time, okay? Comparative literature, like you think it's just comparing two books to one another because that's kind of what the name suggests. It's not. You read like a lot of literary theory, which at the same time, it makes no sense and is the most pretentious BS you've ever encountered in your entire life. And on the other hand, hang on. I mean, this is Suji to that 4 of characters. I suppose it's our best shot. 7 of circles is safe. We might be able to get into Tenpai with this hand, surprisingly. Left Lord DCs, do we care about that? If someone reveals that the 4 of bamboo, I mean, all the 2s are gone. No one can have a 2-3. Can they have a 5-6? Absolutely, they can have a 5-6. Yeah, they can have a 5-6. I can't get into Tenpai with this. They discarded a 7. I'm gonna join them and discard a 7. Oh my god, they sumo anyway. Oh my god. But it is really interesting. Like comparative literature and stuff, it's like more akin to philosophy. And you can, I don't know, it was just interesting. Like for example, this is a really heavy topic, content warning, World War II. But like, you know, they were talking, a lot of, some of what we read was about like the trials after the Holocaust, right? And how the language used in those trials is not very legal. Like, of course it's legal language, but when you're dealing with something that's serious, you know, the legal language ventures into the poetic, like, or the literary language, you know, like you have to address it. Like talking about ghosts in the context of that trial might not actually be the worst thing that you've ever heard. You know, it actually might make a lot of sense considering the scale and just the scope of what you're even trying to sit down and talk about to begin with. Anyway, I haven't talked about this game of Riichi Mahjong at all. Let me get off of my soapbox real quick. Whoop. If you know what I'm talking about or you found this interesting, you are legally required to give a comment because it'll also impact about how I view the commentaries going forward into the future. Okay, we have 5 pairs in our hand. We'll kind of still be happy if we draw another green dragon, which is why I'm keeping it. But it's also a nice safe tile, right? So we probably cannot get Riichi Pinfu with this hand. We would have to get a little lucky here. I mean, we could get all simples with this hand. I guess I'm gonna throw the green dragon. No, we can't get all simples, Yusong. What the F am I actually doing? I should have just thrown something else. At least we know that the 6 of characters is looking pretty safe with its pants on the ground. 3 is not what we want to see here. Probably we can get away with discarding the 9 later in the game. Ay. But yeah, there's a lot of like, you know, you're 18. You don't get a lot of what am I doing? I don't think I knew anything at 18. I mean, I knew some stuff. I knew how to write an essay and I knew more about US history than I do now because I was taking, you know, classes and stuff. I knew more about statistics than I do now. Probably would have helped during the Riichi Mahjong arc. But I don't know, like a major that I think is really interesting that I literally had no idea existed until I got to college was like material sciences. It's just like, you know, what things are actually made of. And oh my god, Left Lord pawns the Dora. Okay, that's really scary. What I call Riichi here, I don't know. We're one tile away from Tenpai. We could also just chi that to try to get into Tenpai. What is going on here? I'm going Suji mode to their 5 of bamboo that they discarded earlier. Oh my goodness. Okay. 9 of characters is safe. We can discard the 9 of bamboo later. It's Suji to that 6 of bamboo, and we know that they can't be waiting on a pair of the 9s, right? We see all 4 of them. Now, 22 tiles left in the GD game. I think I'm supposed to chi here and pray. I think I'm supposed to pray that we can just navigate ourselves into Tenpai by the end of this game. I know it might be a little premature. I'm kind of the king of being premature, right? We both know this. We all know this. All right. It's beginning to look a lot worse right now because I can't. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. So can I actually get away with discarding the 1? I see 2 copies of the 3. I can't. They could be on a 2-3 weight or something. Single tile weight. Again, we are just trying to tiptoe, right? We are tiptoe around the fact that we're trying to get into Tenpai before the end of the night. So again, I don't know if we're going to ever be able to get rid of this 3. I don't know if we're going to... All the 6 is gone? Yes. And they have discarded a 7. Okay. This is actually good gaming. Actually good gaming. All the 5s and 6s are gone. So no one can have a 4-5. Can you have a 1-2? Probably. I think you can have a 1-2, but it's like unlikely. And why would you do that? And I think you're going for all simples instead of a half flush. Okay. We deal into Right Lord. It could be worse. It could be way worse. At least we didn't deal into Left Lord, and that was kind of our main goal. Hey, I'm in last place. Did anybody else notice that as I was talking about literary theory, I somehow ended up in last place? Excuse me? I don't think we're totally... This is the longest game I've ever played in my entire life. This is actually the longest game I've ever played. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. We could go for 7 pairs. We could go for 7 pairs. It didn't work for us before, but that means you know what that means, okay? If it didn't work for us before, it is we're due. We're due. And just before you get all up in my DMs, I know that's not how statistics works, you know? You flip a coin, it has no bearing. You know, the result of a coin flip is not dependent on the flips that you've done before. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky strategy, right? I'm kind of straddling a little right now. Straddling the line between playing this hand normal mode and sicko mode, right? Could get a pure double sequence here. It's not terrible. Westwind is Zuzzy, but unfortunately, it's not what we're looking for. We've already discarded it. We've made our bed. Time to lie in it. Like, I don't know. I think I would have been interested in material sciences, you know? I just, like, didn't know that existed. That's kind of cool. It's all that I watch on YouTube now. You know what I mean? Hey, you ever know how a soda can gets made? I watched that video. Did I enjoy it? Not really. Like, I don't know. But it's interesting to think about. Did I just get I'm realizing now that I got clickbaited into watching a video about how soda cans are made. I don't know. The science of clickbaiting is also really, really interesting. It's like grim, but interesting at the same time, right? Because at the end of the day, it's about like tricking people or trying to entice that animal part of their brain before their logical part can get to act, right? You know, entice them with a whoa, and then sink them with a Riichi Mahjong song-based parody. I'm just kidding. I don't know what that is, but okay, hang on. Normal mode? I mean, I can go normal mode with this if you want me to go normal mode with this. I can pawn the 2 or the 6, get into Tenpai this way. I can even call a Riichi right now. I mean, I don't even know what's going on. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't even know what is going on. But there are so many things that could send us into Tenpai. It's not even funny. Left Lord pawns. And the world stays silent. As in, I don't really care, do you? All right. I mean, I would like to get into Tenpai. This is not a very exciting hand, but we're in last place. Let's just effing go for it. This could deal us in. This is a terrible... Why am I... Oh, my... The point is, we're in last place right now. We're in last place right now. I think we gotta fight. Like, we're 8,000 points away from anything happening. We're in East 3. I don't want everyone else to just have free reign to assemble the Titans in their hand. You know what I mean? I don't want them to just be able to play the game calmly. I want to at least be able to threaten something. Riichi, all simple, sumo, right? Or Adora. There's a lot of things that we can do here. What's the Dora? It's the 5 of circles and we haven't seen a single one of them? Oh, that's terrible. That's actually terrible news. The 5 of circles is extremely versatile. All right. Did that just kill one of our weights? Nope, not yet. Have we set any Suji traps? Still no. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. That's Zuzzy. Oh, and the 2 is Suji to the Dora, so it's not like it was gonna come out in the first place. Thank you, Yusong. Thank you. Can we get another, please? That is the tile that, I mean, it could have been the tile that I needed, right? All simples, Dora, red 5. Pinfu. Okay, this is a pretty strong hand. I mean, now this is okay. Now we can get into a knife fight for last place, right? I mean, I still want to get that legendary first place. You know, I've heard it's possible that some people can actually get first place in Riichi Mahjong. I know, like, I've never gotten it before, but I've heard that other people can. So I kind of want to try doing that for myself. All right. So this does not look bad. I kind of want to go sicko mode here. Half flush in the bamboo suit. Okay, it's not looking good. Would have loved to draw some bamboo there. I'm gonna ask myself what I want to pawn here. What is the Dora? It's the 5 of characters. That's also extremely usable. People are incentivized to keep like pinfu hands and stuff. That's really easy to finish. Okay, okay, we get it. Your hand's not on antidepressants. Okay, fine, fair enough. Doing a little pawning, okay, as a treat. You sometimes can do a little bit of a pawning as a treat. White dragon. Someone else is gonna take it probably, or this is good. Okay. Oh yeah, no. It's okay. You can skip my draw. No. It's okay. You can skip my draw. It's not like I wanted to. Nah, just a lesser Mahjong player might want to. If they had skipped my draw again, I would have punched my computer monitor. I would have thrown my computer into the effing ocean, okay? Calm and stable genius, by the way. Calm and stable. Okay, we have some shapes. We could even go for the full flush here. 5 Han, right? Go for the full flush in the bamboo suit. Our honor tiles are looking pretty safe with their pants on the ground. A crosslord is going for a flush in the character suit. Now that is bad news bears. That is bad news bears. The East Wind, despite us being 40 plus minutes into this video, the East Wind still alive, is still the prevalent wind. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai, hilariously. So prevalent wind half flush is 3 Han. Goku-san is Gohan. I'll absolutely take it. We can still pawn the East Wind and get it to Tenpai for a 4 or a 7. It's not my favorite, or we could wait for a 5 or an 8, depending on what's more. So hang on, there's 1 copy of the 5 left, but it is the red 5, and there's 4 copies. No, there's no copies of the 8 left. I have all the 8s. All my apes gone. Do I ever go sicko mode and oh my god. Come on, dude. Come on. Okay, no one, everyone stop listening for a second, okay? I want to talk to the developers of the game. I don't know if they're listening through my mic, but you know, it's not. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for the East Winds. Thank you. I mean, F you too. If you're gonna give me this hand, then I'm gonna go for a half flush, even though it's awful. I don't want to pawn the East Wind. It's no longer the prevalent wind. Okay, everyone stop listening. I'm gonna talk to the devs. Hey, can we just talk for a second? Just let me play the game. I need to, you have to understand. I'm not asking for special treatment because I am, you know, I am recording this for YouTube or whatever. Oh, you saw my Eminem song parody where, oh, I mean, yeah, okay. I think it's cool too. Hey, but I would like to play the game. I would just like to play the game a little. I'm not saying they have to give me a Yakuman every single game. Although, could you imagine the analytics? Could you effing imagine? All right, you can come back now. Visual signal. I'll give you a wave. Please. It's the longest game. It's the longest game I've ever played in my entire life. I gotta stream later. I gotta edit it. I gotta get ready for stream. Oh my god, they've been emoting up a storm, but they drew all 4 copies of the one of bamboo. All right, so someone's locked in the shadow realm. Someone's stuck in the shadow realm. Help me, stepbrother, etc., etc. The south wind is actually worth 2 Han for us. Sea wind and prevalent wind, so we can keep it. I don't know about the rest of this hand though. Like, I legitimately don't know what we do here. Maybe 7 pairs? Like, genuinely maybe 7 pairs, or maybe we play this hand normal mode. Playing this hand normal mode is not bad either, right? Pure double sequence, Riichi. All right, sounds pretty bad when I kind of analyze it like that, you know, realistically. Please. But yeah, I wanna have good sleep habits. It's hard. It's really hard. I think, you know, something that my significant other have done recently is like, you know, we've both been having a hard time with sleeping, so we'll say things like, hey, I'm gonna try to get into bed by 9:30 p.m. today, or like 10 p.m. today. Oh, you son, you're not going to the club every night? No, I am, but just I get home early. Oh my god, please. I don't want a single bamboo tile, please. Okay, so maybe I should have just thrown away my honor tiles, but like, come on. This hand wasn't gonna get into the promised land anyway, right? I mean, we would have had a 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9 had we just thrown away with some of these honor tiles instead of keeping them for until the end of time. All right, okay, I can see that. Maybe 7 pairs is still the way to go with this hand. It is actually the way to go with this hand. I can't believe this. This is a 7 pairs hand. Holy moly. Okay. I mean, we drew the door. That definitely changes the temperature of things, but you know, we'll try to text each other. We'll try to text each other like, hey, I'm in bed, just to try to stay accountable. And it's nice to have someone to stay accountable with, but it's messed up because you shouldn't need to be in a relationship to have good sleeping habits, you know? Like it's just messed up. I suppose, like, and I don't know, because it's harder to do that with a friend, right? Unless you're really, really good friends. Maybe it's just because I don't have that level of, like, I don't have that specific flavor of friendship with anyone. So maybe I can't imagine it. I would like that though. You know, I'm not yucking. I'm not going yuck. I'm going yum. The creepy though. Creepy phrasing. With this hand. Dear Yostar, longtime fan, first time writer. Please, don't do this to me. Don't hurt me like I've hurt you, okay? Please don't do this. Please don't do this. We didn't even get into Tenpai, but at least we drew a safe tile. Oh my god, what is anyone waiting on with this hand? What is anyone waiting on with this hand? Okay, left lord, 4 and a 7 and a 4 and a 7. I honestly cannot remember what we had in our hand. I have the memory of a goldfish. Right, we are duking it out with left lord for last place. Oh my god. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 5 shapes in our hand. They're not terrible. The east wind. Why do I have this horrible feeling that I'm about to get a triplet of the east wind here when I explicitly do not want it? Why does that feel like it's gonna happen? Okay, are we 1 tile away from Tenpai? No, we're 2 tiles away from Tenpai right now. And guess what, MFer? If we can, okay. 5 of characters is the Dora. We want to be able to accept that. All simples, baby. All simples, ride or die. It's never failed me. It's not gonna start failing me. Tanya. If Tanya has no fans, then I must be dead. If Tanya has 1 million fans, then I must be one of them. I guess I'll keep my options alive just to pawn something, because all simples red 5 is not terrible either when I'm like in a you know, a battle of inches with left lord. Phrasing, maybe. Phrasing. I would love to pawn a 5 or a 6 though and get into Tenpai for a 5 or an 8. All right, I'm just gonna take the Tenpai here. I know we lose the Dora. I know, but I think we take it. Also, oh, we threaten you know, if we draw into an 8 of bamboo, we can threaten a 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku as well. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Not something that I had really considered. Okay, here's my thinking. we don't have an opportunity to play safe anyways, right? We don't have an opportunity to play safe anyways. And if other people are paying attention, they'll see that the 4 of bamboo is safe, so they might just discard another one to play around left lord. And that's when I... That is when I slurp up your points. That is when I slurp up your points. Absolutely. I calculated, baited, and outsmarted. Just absolutely get orange justice on. Oops. I'm so sorry. Did I just eat your entire milkshake? He's back. And I'm in the dealer seat. And I have the prevalent wind. L plus ratio plus maidenless plus no souls. I don't understand that reference because I've never played Elden Ring. Why? Because the color palette is too scary for me. Think I'm nervous about, think I'm scared about that? Nope, it's too scary for me. It's too dark and scary for me. Okay, Unhinged. I mean, I did just watch Tim Robbins's I Think You Should Leave. Honestly, one of my favorite shows on television. Or just my favorite show on television, I think. It's a sketch comedy show. It's on Netflix. A lot of the sketches are just yelling, but I love that. When I was in college, I was in a sketch comedy group, and you do a lot of writing and performing there. And we called a lot of, there's different genres for skits. And one of the genres was just loud. Like, things are just kind of loud. The things are kind of just funny if they're loud. I'm not saying that's like a guaranteed, cheat code. I'm just saying it's a nice little spice to put on some scenes. A lot of the skits in I Think You Should Leave are loud. I think I have a good Tim Robinson impression. I genuinely do. Okay, I'm gonna try right now. I'm gonna turn off the camera. I'm gonna try because I'm a little self-conscious about doing impressions because I'm not really good at them, but I'm gonna try. You can't do that! I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I don't want to go to Khan Academy here. And yet, rewarded. So this is a good hand. This is Prevalent Wind. Oh, it's kind of a bad hand. We just gave whoever had the green dragons the best day of their life. Okay, but we do have some ways to win here off of the 6 or the 7 of circles. Okay. All right, and the red dragon's also a little bit spicy. It's still a live tile. But now the Khan gave us an extra draw. It sent us into Tenpai. Okay, a little 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. They could have a half outside hand with the green dragon, by the way. So we have to be a little bit careful. If we draw like 1s, 9s, or God forbid the green dragon, we have to fold. We actually have to fold here. So don't get too attached to this hand. They don't need another 1, 2, and 3. So I think I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit here. If they draw into a 6, they actually can't use it. 7, maybe a 7, 8, 9, but they can't use a 6. And look at that. They get it. Sanshoku full outside hand. Okay, it's not bad. And you know what? I'm super happy that they're slurping points from left lord because we might just be able to sail into the sunset of a nice 3rd place after just an absolute slog of a game. Holy moly, dude. Anyway, if you made it this far to the Tim Robinson impersonation chapter, you legally have to give me a comment if you think that the impression was good. If you don't think that that impression was good, I'm not saying that you have to, do that thing on The Voice where they hit the button on their chair and then CeeLo Green slowly turns around. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. But if you enjoy the impression, let me know because I don't know if I'm good at impressions or not. And if it's good, I would like to start doing it more. But if not, I understand. Oh, I will quietly and respectfully never do it again. All right, I guess so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. Maybe we can get, okay, Right Lord emoting again. They're in the Shadow Realm. Oh man, I mean, if we get another copy of the Northwind or the Green Dragon, we'll be like extremely happy, right? I don't even know if keeping 2 pairs in our hand is like fine, but somehow like this situation is just not inspiring that much joy. Left Lord discarding a bunch of scary tiles right off the bat. Maybe they're going for some kind of flush in the bamboo suit, but I guess they don't need any use for a 5, which is kind of suspicious, right? All right, Right Lord pawns the Prevalent Wind. Nothing we can do about that. It's okay. They are the dealer, so we might be stuck in this game for all eternity. That's always a possibility. That's like a fun possibility. But we know that their hand, I mean, it can still be good, but they suffered a little bit, right? Right Lord definitely suffered a little bit in having to discard 3 copies of the 2 of bamboo. Like, that's definitely not good. We're inching ever closer to Tenpai. The nut draw is the 8 of circles right now. Nut draw is the 8 of circles. It's a hard shape to finish. Okay, it does not seem like we're gonna get to play the game. It's also scary because like left lord, they could use the green dragon was my fear. Oh no, dude. We have Riichi Pinfu Dora. That's a 3-han hand, and if we sumo or Ipatsu or Oradora or something like that, like we could go ham. Oh mother. It's so bad though. It's so bad. Because all the king's 2s are gone. Oh, it's a risky situation. Oh, but we draw into another safe tile. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not calling Riichi here. I honestly don't know. A lot of the 2s are gone. They don't know that a lot of the 3s are gone. A crossword calls Riichi. Are we really about to play safe? Am I really scared of... I mean, I am scared of losing 3rd place here. I am scared of losing 3rd place here. At least we didn't give away 1,000 points, you know, for our Riichi bet, but I don't know. Maybe if we had called Riichi, things would have changed. They would have tried to fold and deal into us. Although that doesn't make a lot of sense now that I'm saying it, does it? Okay. This is the longest. It's an hour-long game. I'm telling you right now, and I want to apologize. We cannot go back into the logs after this. This is the longest video of all time. I'm going to need to be on vocal rest after this. Okay? This is hilarious, and I don't mean like haha funny, I mean like tragic funny, the way how Chekhov is funny. We have a pair of our seat wins, but the rest of our hand is so bad. How bad is it that I don't think if the north wind comes out that we actually call pawn here. I actually don't think that we do that. 2, 4, 6 is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god. Okay, we don't really have a 5th shape, and so I'm gonna keep this 3 of circles and this 5 of characters alive just to see what happens. I crossword really moving fast with that green dragon pawn and that 1, 2, 3. All right. I mean, I guess I'm going to discard the 5. It's our more dangerous tile. We could just deal into a crossword at this point, though. I don't know if I'm supposed to be folding. Okay, that's kind of like the worst tile that we could have drawn, but that's okay. How many tiles? We're 2 tiles away from Tenpai right now. It's not looking awful, but it's not looking great either. 8 of bamboo is a safe tile that we can throw. Southwind is a safe tile that we can throw. I mean, the 8 of bamboo is not bad in our hand, right? Because just imagine if we draw into a 7, it's not bad. 3-sided wait for something. 1 of circles shouldn't be what they're waiting for. They could be waiting for it though. Right Lord discarded it. Maybe they had a 1, 2, 3 completed and they had like an extra 1 or something. That's why I think they paused here. Okay. We have to be careful if they suddenly discard something from the middle of their hand. All right. They're in Tenpai. They're waiting for something around the 2, I think. This probably comes from a 4, 5. It would not surprise me if they were waiting on a 3, 6. Or if they had like something... Or if they had like a 4, 6 and now they're just waiting on the Dora. So let's just be very, very careful around the middle value circle tiles. Like, for example, that cannot come out of our hand. That is just obvious to me, right? Simple and clean is the way that you're making me think tonight. Hate that. Okay. Someone's day just got made, except it wasn't us. Fortunately, it wasn't us. We have literally no safe tiles that we can throw except for this Northwind, and I don't even know if the Northwind is that safe, but we are absolutely folding here. We are absolutely folding here. Left Lord might have to take... They have to take some huge risks in order to fight for this hand. If they want to do it, be my guest. You're probably going to deal into a crossword by doing so. Left Lord thinking about something, having to make some tough decisions. That is not a safe tile at all, my friend. But thank you for paving the path to me, paving the path for me so I can even be a bigger coward than you. Thank you. I learned it from you. Crosslord's thinking. They're definitely in Tenpai. I think they're just pivoting their weights around. Okay, they discarded a 4. I think they definitely have like a 5, 6 in their hand or something. Or excuse me, a 6, 7. Yeah, they're waiting either on an 8 or a 5. That has to be it. That has to be it. I am willing to, I almost want to bet money on this. I think they're waiting on a 5 of circles or an 8 of circles. Or maybe like they're waiting with a pair of the 5s and a pair of something else. I'm going to go Suji Gaming with this 7 of bamboo to that 4 of bamboo. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily correct, but it is what I'm going for. 2 of bamboo? Absolutely. I'll take it. Maybe they see all the 4s of bamboo and they're willing to make a calculated risk based off of that. Okay. Okay. Are all the 8s gone? All the 8s are gone. So if someone has like a 6, 7, they're not going to be that happy with their weights. Absolutely. I could have discarded the 9 of characters. That's also a nice way to fold here. I don't think we're getting first this round. I really don't. It's a little unfortunate, but I mean, a crossroad could still sumo here with a little under the sea or under the river or something bad can happen. But luckily for us, we got another safe tile. Again, I think they're waiting on a 5 or an 8 of circles. That would make a lot of sense to me. Oops. He's the greatest Mahjong player to ever exist in the entire world. He's the greatest Mahjong player to ever do it. The game has not seen a player as good as him. Okay, what is going on here? We have Seatwind, Dora, Dora. That's 4 Han. Oh, God. We are at risk, dude. We are an at-risk team right now. What are we at risk of? Losing. We are at risk of losing. We're at risk of getting a last place. Okay, that's not bad. Dude, I think we're supposed to throw the green dragon here, even though it makes very little sense. Like, we need shapes no matter what. If we draw another green dragon, I will be extremely sad. But if we don't, I'll be extremely pogged. Okay, let's go. This hand has a very clear path to victory. We immediately start pawning and cheating, right? We're just gonna bank on the fact that we're gonna get the, holy moly. We're gonna bank on the fact that we get another copy of the West Wind later. Absolutely, absolutely. If we call Riichi with this hand, I don't know. Maybe if we get like a direct hit Hanemon off of a Crosslord, like, oh, ooh, oh, whoa, and we get like 3 Oradora or something, like maybe we can just pog to the heavens and get, you know, second place. It doesn't seem likely. Oh, and I do not like it, Sam I am. I do not like that people are pawning and cheating. I do not like that at all. I hate that, in fact. Left Lord going, I don't think they're going for a flush. I think they'd be very foolish to do so. I think this is all simples. A flush is very heavy. A flush means that they're not just going for, I mean, I have to, right? It's not like I'm playing safe. And even if I have Riichi here, I'm still in 3rd place. Riichi, Seatwind, Red 5, Dora, Sumo, Ipatsu, Oradora. There is a world where we get the nastiest Hanemon of all time. There's a world. Or we just get the Ipatsu right here, right now. Naruto style, if they're willing to discard my Seatwind. Okay, they're not. Sumo! Okay. If I get Rond here, it's legitimately the saddest day of my life. I just played an hour-long Mahjong game to get milked, okay? I just played an hour-long Mahjong game to get farmed on, to get vamped on by these blood-sucking vampires sitting all around me. Oh no, dude. Not like this. Not like this. Do not, no. Nar, dude. The West Wind, come on. Please. Something about the 9 of circles is making someone else think. Okay, at least it's safe for Left Lord. I don't want to see Left Lord winning. At least maybe if a Crosslord sumos or something, we'll feel pretty good about that. They're thinking, West Wind me. West Wind me. That is awful. It's inside Suji, but I'm about to deal in anyway because life is pain. Just kidding. West Wind. We want the ravioli. To get the formioli. Please. I'm Doug Dimmadome, owner of the West Wind Dimmadome. Please. I know this commentary isn't very good, but I want to win is the problem. I really want to win this one. I really want to win this one. Or by win this one, I just mean not get last. Okay. Okay. Who did that? Who is the one getting in fourth place? We've entered silly voice mind break territory. A little bit of a silly voice mind break. Yeah. Yep. I'm doing this now. Yep. I'm doing it for the dopamine. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. Sphere of honesty. Honestly, I could have used a single good tile in that game. Where were you? Where were you when that happened, huh? Maybe I do one of these. 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 Oh, okay. I'm not getting anything good. Just kind of like how my hands of Riichi Mahjong have been going lately. Oh yeah, no. It's no problem. It's no problem. It's that's gonna do it for today. If you enjoyed the video, it's over. We switch. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Helps out the channel a lot. Of course, if you could subscribe if you want to see more in the future, new videos every day. Stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 4 p.m. PST. I hope to see you there, okay? Join us in the Discord, link down below, or the VODs channel. I promise I'm going to be uploading the VODs again soon. Thanks for your patience and understanding, okay? Until next time, please be kind to yourself and please be nice to yourself, okay? Please be patient with yourself. Talk to you soon. Peace.